You want customers?
Make things simpler, faster, more convenient. One tap, you get a conversation with your customer that never ends.
You know how many people have been to your venue. You know how many people have tapped. I'm just going to scan.
Yeah, I was like, you need to talk to Ryan. He's got Tap the Table. Don't even waste your time. He's got a solution.
It just works.
And that's why Tap the Table exists in the first place. Boom. And then you just start doubling the price. That's that right there.
We're doing different things.
I'm going to tell you what works based on what I have literally seen. Stop. Just tap your phone. Boom, done. Keys. What is going on, people of the internet? What do y'all think about the AirTag? The Apple AirTag NFC chip on steroids that costs $35 and some change is here. It is here, folks. I've been screaming and yelling and hooting and hollering about this stuff. The thing I call QR code 2.0. Right? Folks, here it is. This is the most expensive NFC chip that you can buy. It is awesome. I think I'm one of the first people in my area to maybe have one. I have a little fist emoji here on my Apple AirTag. And if you're not familiar or if you didn't watch that little intro video, in essence, this little guy is going to allow you to never, I was wrong on my price, not $39, but $29. That said, I'll get to the real price. By the way, if you don't know where you are, you're in the nerdiest place you could be on a Friday night, the ChatBot Podcast with me, your host, Ryan Baggott, and we're going to get into the nitty gritty of one of my favorite things, NFC. Recently, last month, I believe, Apple announced this AirTag deal. I think I missed the announcement completely. I was late to the game on this. Apparently, according to Wendy, Apple was late to the game on the NFC because companies more recognizable in the tracking industry, such as Tile, have existed for a while. I've not had any experience with Tile, but this little guy right here that I've got, I swear, y'all, I can't lie to you. I literally lost this thing within the first 24 hours. So I don't know about you, but I wouldn't necessarily like just losing $30 plus taxes and shipping and all that good stuff that they don't mention here in this page. Okay, so I lost it already. So I can tell you that the tracking ability that they talk about here is spot on, solid. Now, we saw that the price here, folks, $29 starting at, and it is really starting at, because let me tell you something, this by itself, this is what happens when you don't do your proper research in any product that you purchase. This by itself, folks, look at this. Would you look at that? I can do nothing with this currently except put it in my pocket and lose it some more. Okay. The reason for this, the reason I can't use this right now, and I had to buy an additional thing, is you see it. You have to have something to attach it to. Otherwise, it is literally a quarter in your pocket. And I won't be someone to frequently lose $29+ cash money in my pocket. I won't be that guy generally. but I might lose a quarter here and there. Like it just might happen. Stuff ends up in the washing machine stuff, right? This, I don't think you want to have happen that way. What is very cool is when I did lose it, not only could I have this make a sound, I was able to use my phone to like literally come within centimeters of the thing. I would like to try to do this now. And so what we'll do here is I'll bring over Prepare Today. I already got my little phone mirror here. All it's going to go off. Sorry for all the notifications I'll receive. It just will happen. What I want to do is going to find my iPhone. And I believe, even though the thing is right here, it should not now. All right. So Ryan's keys. What I've done, folks, is I've named this NFC enabled AirTag from Apple. I've named it Ryan's keys because I assumed that I was going to get my device and be able to just like use it. But maybe there's adhesive, maybe a little hook that I could just stick on my keys. No, I'm forced to buy an accessory, but eventually I can promise you one of these things is going to go onto my keys because I do lose them and it is very annoying. Okay. So if I hit find now, is it going to show up here on the screen? Will it show up? Yes. Okay, cool. So a little laggy on my screen. Hopefully I don't have too much lag. Who knows if I do. Hopefully I don't. But in this case, as I move my arm away that's holding this piece, it's showing me currently 3 feet away. Okay. I can easily see it. If I want to make the sound, I can play the sound. And this thing is actually making the sound. Okay. Now, as I bring it closer, okay, it's not only making the sound, obviously, but it's telling me how close I'm getting to it all the way till it says here. I'm very, very close to it, okay? So I think this is pretty cool, if you ask me. I don't know what all I want to really truthfully track. I did decide that I want to get one for each of my dogs. I think that's kind of cool. To make sure I never lose track of them or make it harder to lose track of them. Not that I've ever lost dogs due to running away or out the house. They're mostly outside. But it is nice to just be able to know where your loved ones are in your furry life, I guess. Anyways, let's get out of this little reflective program. I think it like hoses up my internet connection. And we'll pull up this handy dandy screen here. And I want to talk to you about some things. So AirTag versus NFC. What's the difference, Ryan? You've been talking about NFC. Now Apple's got this thing. Well, what is the difference between what you have and what Apple has, and what are all the differences? Okay. Well, the last benefit that I know of right now, well, I guess 2 benefits to having an AirTag from Apple is, number one, say this is attached to your keys. You've now lost your keys at the park. And so someone's, found this. The idea is because this is NFC enabled, and because when you purchase an Apple product in general, you need to like register it for it to like be covered in all of these things. When you receive this, like the immediate like step 2 is to register it. I believe, if I remember, maybe it was step 1. Like it was already registered to me. As soon as I tapped it, boom, done. So in this case, if I lost my keys and one of you guys watching, one of the million people watching right now from all over the world, just kidding, found my keys and you tapped it because you didn't know it was my stuff, you would see this notification, right? I literally just got it close, like I've shown you guys countless times. The notification appears. In this case, it tells me no information because it's my chip, or my AirTag. But if you have tapped it, then, well, you're going to have the ability to see my contact information and I guess call me or alert me that you have my keys so I can come retrieve them from you and say thank you for being a good Samaritan here. Now, that's what it does. I have seen recently that you can also do something kind of cool. We all that are in the iOS ecosystem have an application that like 99.9% of us have not used. It is called Shortcuts. Shortcuts, in essence, allow you to say something like, Siri, set an alarm at 7 a.m. Okay. When you do this, when you say this, automation is happening. So instead of you going into your clock application on your phone and setting your alarm, when you say this, Siri does it for you. This is automated. Okay. Imagine a repetitive task like this. You need to just set your alarm, but instead of saying it, okay, maybe you've like a lot of my friends are having babies and stuff right now, right? So maybe you don't want to say Siri, do this thing, but you do it all the time. You don't want to wake the baby up or something. Instead, you could take your phone, for example, and tap an NFC sticker. In that automation, the Siri command will still occur. Apparently, you can program different shortcuts to set NFC tag here. Now, I'm not sure if you'd be able to program more than one shortcut, but it's an interesting thing. And I also heard that maybe it wasn't even intentional that the ability exists. Now, on the other hand, let's show you a little something fun here. This is a awesome custom made by the content queen herself, Wendy, NFC card from Tap the Table with my name on it. On the back of it, we've got a QR code. How did we achieve this? What internet service did we go through? We didn't go through an internet service. Silly. We print these in-house. And GyroTrack, big client of Tap the Table, they are the first brand to really buy into these things. And I'll tell you what, it is a tool, my friends, that I think we're going to have a lot of fun with. And I can't go into detail, top secret stuff, but I'm telling you, this, folks, is the last business card you'd ever need. And this is not a thing that I like push, but like so many of these one-off $9, $10, $29 a month businesses and services, like these digital business cards that are propping up, we have like every ability that you could think of built into Tap the Table. This is the ultimate tool, folks. I'm going to show you some brand new features that'll probably just make your head spin right off its neck in the best way possible. But again, this is really cool stuff. So I can scan this QR code. Everyone knows how to do that, but we're fancy here. So what we're going to do is utilize that NFC action. So there's my little notification, and what pops up here, folks? A little landing page. Let's make my screen a little less bright. So you got a little landing page here. And so you've got a little GIF of me. You've got some buttons. You got Don't Hate Automate on here. And you've got some buttons. The first button that we have is called Save My Contact here. So when I hit this button, Save My Contact, what happens? Bam, son. You can't even see it because it's so bright. Stop trying to guess everything, iPhone. As soon as it's like seeing this bright light, you see how it's getting brighter? It's like automatically doing it. In this case, the automation is not welcome. So you see the ability to easily add a contact card by just a simple tap, right? So that is the idea there. If you wanted to send me a text, you didn't have my number, but you just tapped my card, bam, with one tap. Now you're able to send me a text message and I'll have your number. This is very cool stuff. Another huge shout out to a Tap the Table client here as of recent. Taylor's, man. These guys right here, Jarek Taylor is the real deal, son. This guy who I've not known very long is legitimately born to be a YouTuber. You know, like I didn't know this when I first started working with those guys. This dude already has a video or two, I believe, with like 100,000 hits, and he was like sneak attacking me, not telling me he's a YouTube star, but this dude is legit. And those guys are about trying new things and being the best at everything that they can, including their digital. So like you got guys that are literally selling like tons of dirt and gravel and flowers and trees. The dude just gave away like $1,000 palm tree. And the reason he's doing this stuff is he's building a huge brand presence, and a guy that is in, it's not just him, it's his whole team, but in the landscape supply business, you wouldn't think necessarily they're going to be marketing powerhouses or they're going to care too much about their digital. But this is the difference between, Ryan's backyard seed shed and Lowe's. Okay. And I'm not saying he wants to be Lowe's. I think what he has going on with his brand is just genius, but they've bought in to the NFC idea as well for the convenience of their customer. So imagine this same kind of card with a lanyard. You're going to wear a lanyard if you're a field agent, a salesperson, or some sort of associate. You probably have one on anyway in this case. If you're a customer that needs help, rather than like fumble around to try to tell you how to get to a website URL, and explaining to someone where the URL bar is always fun, or rather, telling them to download your app. I think the most efficient way possible is to do things in the way I think of how many clicks does it take to get the job done. And I want to get the job done in the least amount of clicks, the least amount of effort. And so in this case, I cannot think of a method that is faster than a literal tap or scan. And so with a card like this in your wallet or on a lanyard around your neck, this is NFC on a whole nother level, folks. It's dynamic. It can do all the things. Updates around Tap the Table. We have some new features, guys. New feature alert here. I'm going to show you how important this feature actually is. So I'm going to open up a new tab here. How y'all doing today, man? I missed y'all. I've been busy. I had some people message me past couple of days and today, actually like an hour ago. Where are you at, Ryan? It's been like 20 days. You used to do podcasts like every day, and like even while you slept, you did them. Now you don't do them anymore. Well, guys, I'll tell you, in automation world and in 2021, what I told y'all last year, you're going to have to start like taking your digital seriously. Well, there's been a lot of folks out there who have listened, and I'm very glad of this because we are busy. They're busy. The competitors that did not and that have not are not as busy. They're not doing as well, and I hate that. But here's the thing, man. When you're going through such an insane employee shortage, plus just the fact that there's not enough or there's not as much as there used to be traffic in general, that digital presence is very important. All right, so let's show y'all the new features here. Tap the Table is here. Bam. All right, so we are on the dashboard here. And so not much has changed along our toolbar, but in the marketing section, I've added a nice little secret surprise for y'all. I'm going to show you why it is important here. So we know all of these tools have remained the same. I have added, if you've not seen, a chat plugin feature. This is for your Facebook Messenger bubble chatbot that can live on your website. If you'd like to add that to your website, that's all fine and dandy. You can do that. Magic links. This is why we're here today. Magic links are necessary. Magic links are awesome. What are they? Well, they're anything you want. That's my favorite answer. Whenever a client or potential client's asking me, is this possible? Can you do this? I'm saying like 99% of the time, listen, sir, ma'am, anything you can think of is not only possible, it can probably be done very, very fast. So if you want to just tell me what your end goal is, I will do my absolute best to whip it up like the most efficient, excellent, fast solution possible. And most of the time, it's an easier task than you'd ever think. But anyways, let's show you how this works. In this case, this is the actual business card funnel, if I'm not mistaken. What we have here is a name that I've associated with a link. Here is the link that it's currently set to. Let's verify that this link here is actually the same link associated with this card. So we've copied it on our clipboard. What should happen here is we should open up exactly the same thing. Perfect. It worked. I was like hesitant because I didn't know if I've changed this or not. We do things live around here, folks. So this is the same thing that's on my phone here. Okay, this is what happened when I scanned this card. Now, what happens if I need to change this? Not even update this website or not update this landing page. What happens if I just need to totally redirect the user somewhere else? Do I need to go print another QR code? Do I need to go print another card and reassociate the link? No, because that would be just plain silly. We don't need to do any of that. What we want to do is simply change the link here in the dashboard. So in this case, what I could do is instead of us going to that business landing page instead, let's just go straight to my website instead, just to show you how it works. So app, tap the table, and that thing that should do it here. Actually, let's do it like this because we need to just be totally like safe here. Here's what we'll do. Copy that, save. Bam, son. Now let's verify that this did indeed work. So now we're going to tap here. Boom, son. That's what I'm talking about. Tap it. Oop. Tap it. Oh, you can't see the screen here. Look at this, folks. Let's go here. Well, let's show you from the beginning. Let's name this Yahoo. And the URL is going to be Yahoo. So ://yahoo.com. All right, cool. So continue here. And we've made the link. Now here's how it works. When we get this link and we come here to paste it, do you see what's happening? Watch. Bam. There it is. Do you see what just happened? I'm going to show you again. It's magic. It's tapthetable.io/r for redirect. And then we have the ref here. The ref link in this case is Yahoo, the thing that we named it. So when we hit enter, it's going to magically redirect where we want it. So watch this. We're going to go back here, go into Yahoo, and this time, let's go to tap the table. So app.tapthetable.io. Bam. Okay. So it's still on my clipboard already. Oops. There we go. Let's do it like this. It's my fault there. We don't need the HTTPS. We just need that. Get the link and make it work. Lame. Let's do this. We can do another thing here. Let's go to edit here. It's the one link I can't do because it's my own domain. Let's put it to AOL just to show you. All right, so the link name stays the same. URL address is different now. So we've changed it here. Let's get that link here and paste that bad boy. There it is, just like magic. That's why we call them magic links. Okay, this is important because if you ever decide to print a QR code on a device like a router, if you're an internet company, if you decide you want to print a QR code in an NFC sticker, and you're pointing someone, watch this. You're pointing your customer to your news section, your update section, and whatever your troubleshooting section. Okay, if you're doing that, that's all fine and dandy. But what happens when all of a sudden you must change the link because something happens with your website, or you just need to direct someone to your YouTube page instead because that's your weird corporate decision, and even though you might not think it's the right one, you just have to do it. Who knows? In this case, you have to be nimble, and you can't be forced to we have to print 5,000 new things. It is not possible to do this. So again, everything's stayed the same here. The links changed, I think at this point 4 times. Now it's going to change again. Boom, son. It's like magic. Now, of course, this is an NFC link. We also do this to work for a QR code. It's built right in. Do you see this? Folks, this is how it's done. You just need to do this. When you've decided to use a QR code or NFC tag, create the funnel, create the landing page, wherever you're sitting them, understand where you want to send the user. Think of a name, a title that you want to use to remember the link. So in the case, it is like your menu, literally just name it menu. And no matter what you need to do at the end of the day, as far as pointing your end user to a PDF, to an application, to your website, to a chatbot, It doesn't matter. You can do all of those things, and then you can get really, really into it and deep. We can go like as deep and like nerdy as you want. If you start to think about the deep linking process, where you think if they have an iPhone, do this. If they have an Android, do that. Now you're really cooking with fish grease, man. This is how you do it. The other quick little updates that I wanted to show you, some new features, is of course, everyone knows that when it comes to e-commerce and selling your food, it is not possible for any system to allow a restaurant, a food truck, or a retail store the ability to sell their products this fast. It doesn't happen. It's not possible. I know this for sure because I literally think of the click method, like I just mentioned. When you think of how many clicks it takes to be able to upload your menu items and sell your menu items, there's not another system in existence on the planet that can achieve what Tap the Table can. Literally, it's not possible. So when you can't improve upon one aspect of a scenario, then the other thing to do is create other additional scenarios. So that's what we've done here. While it's easy to add a product, as you know, very, very easy peasy. Okay. There's a couple fields you only truly need: the name and the price. Everything else is like up to you. I recommend filling in the things. So I think that's a good thing to do. But how do we sell the product? Okay, well, let's first find something I want to show you guys. Let's look at this burger here. When I go to get this link, I'm going to open up Messenger. That is what we'll open. Here we go. Facebook Messenger is opening because this is an m.me link. And here we go. We have some items. Bam. And there's the burger. Awesome. Let's add the burger to our cart. Don't mind if I do. Come on, the internet. All right, cool. So I can add how many I want. Let's say I want 2 of these burgers. Great. It's cool to order this way. It is. I've seen many restaurants generate thousands and thousands of dollars in this method, but there are other ways to achieve the goal. And so, along with the ability to have your comments convert into customers instantly within like 6 or 7 seconds, I think is the record, you can provide an additional way for your customers to purchase from you. Because in omnichannel, you must allow the customer to be met wherever they choose to be met. So here, let's check out a new way to order. This is a visual menu that still talks to the ecosystem of Tap the Table. Okay, so in this case, here is what Facebook Messenger looks like, right? Here is what we have as far as an option for a list with no images. Another option is going to be a list with images. Okay, this is meant to make things easy. So when I go to tacos here and click, we have a nice, beautiful screen to work with that is going to match whatever brand color that we set inside of Tap the Table. I can easily add quantity, add any size that I want, if there are sizes available, and make special requests, add stuff to the cart. Great. All that stuff's awesome. Here is another beautiful way to view this same exact menu, right? And so just as if I want to have, chicken over here, if I, in Messenger, type, yo, you got chicken, you got flowers, you got roses, this is what should happen. We should be able to instantly be able to sell or at least offer up what it is they're asking for, no matter what, day or night. Give them the things that they want. This is what automation is for. We can do the same exact thing, same exact concept at least, with our other menu style. And let's look at our last view here. Oops, here we go. Our last view, which is a card. And let's search for the same thing, chicken. So this, guys, is how it's done. And I don't know of a method. I don't know of a platform. I don't know of a software. There's nothing that can compete with this factor right here. The ability to quickly populate and sell your items. There's not a way that's faster that I know of. If you know of one, please let me know. Anyways, I think these are really, really fun features. I think a lot of you guys are going to enjoy, and it's going to benefit you. I'm going to show you one additional fun thing that we're working on here, and this is a web version of Messenger, folks. Don't tell them. Don't even tell them, man. If Zucker knew, he'd come get me and probably want to give me a hug and man, you love Messenger. You're such a nerd. I'm a nerd too. Let's be friends. It's I'd be like, yeah, dude, I'll be your friend, Mark. Let's go to Hawaii, bro. Just kidding. But anyways, yes, we're trying to recreate the Messenger ecosystem that doesn't rely on a Facebook account or Messenger account. So in this case, I can still do all of the same things that I'm able to do in Messenger or any other channel. So this is how it is done. I mean, I don't know of another more omni approach to restaurant sales, and I know for sure there's not a faster way to have it done. As much as I love our funnel builder and as fun as I think it is to connect the bricks, you don't even have to build a funnel in this case. All of this that you've seen thus far is entirely reliant on only the product section, folks. Do you understand how awesome that is? There's no building. There's no chatbot making. Yes, this is a chatbot that you're seeing, but you don't have to build anything. This is done for you. If you want to build a bunch of chatbots, I'll direct you to some awesome tools that will allow you to do that. You can build anything you want to at the table, but you don't have to build anything. That is what you're paying for, that luxury of just having it done for you. I think people appreciate that. And so in this case, we're opening up the doors for more customers to be served, even those that are outside of the social media world. Lastly, and potentially most importantly, what is so awesome is whenever you do have someone use your ecosystem to place an order specifically. So even if they're not on social media and they go and place this order for some smothered potatoes here for $10, it's kind of pricey probably. I can easily check out, and I'm going to have to do what? Provide information. If I'm going to get it delivered, I've got to provide more information because I'm going to include my address, zip code and such. I'm going to pick it up in the store. Maybe I only want to ask for the name, email, and phone number. But guess what? Those pieces of information are great for. You got it. Marketing. Sending that text message to make sure that order was awesome 2 hours after it was placed. Making sure that email was sent 2 days later after that order was processed. Asking for a review if it was good. These are things that I think about all day and night because this is the process that we're missing here in so many places that could truthfully benefit big time. I can tell you that I'm going to always be upfront with as much data as I can without jeopardizing client integrity. But I'll say this, across the board, since making this upgrade from just relying on Messenger to now having the ability to serve the customer in any channel, in any way they want, has been a big game changer. Is not even the word for it. It's been a different ball game. So the game's not changed. This is a totally different game that they're able to do it in whatever the way they want. So this will work for a text message, SMS. You can place an order from an email. You can place an order from WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, anywhere that a link can be. Now you can sell. And now you can gain another person in your database to remarket to them to get that review. And at the end of the day, it's going to generate more revenue for you and you're going to be more successful and you're going to do less work because it is what? Automated. Don't hate automate hashtag. Wendy, we need some shirts that say don't hate automate. We're going to actually have Wendy and a guest that I'm super hyped about on the next episode. Hopefully we'll be doing some more episodes more frequently. But like I said, folks, it's been a busy year. It's been a great year, on track for obviously the best year ever. We've luckily seen positive growth every single month here at Chat the Table. I'm very thankful for all the support all the business and all the help. Wendy and the other third parties that do help us get things done. And we're looking forward to bigger and better things, man. I appreciate you guys, all you nerdy nerds out there who have hung with us. And I promise you, we'll do our best to keep providing just fun content and more ways for you to just easily make money and accomplish the goals online. I think I've got some fun things for realtors coming up. A lot of people have reached out to me lately in the realty space. Shout out to Tristan, because this dude is just slaying it in the restaurant space and in the retail space. We just produced like literally the most gangster video of a house ever done in Bluffton, probably. And this, I'm not saying this because I'm the one that shot it. I'm just saying this video was fun. It made Bluffton like feel like if you're like looking for a house that costs $6.something million, this is the place where you want to be. I think we accomplished the goal, so I can't wait to see how fast this sucker leaves the market that it's now for sale. You guys want to buy a house that's $6 million plus? Hit me up. I know a guy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for the support, and we'll see y'all again.